The world of electric guitars has been changing fast. You've probably noticed it too. New brands keep popping up everywhere, offering guitars that are shockingly affordable. Of course, most of this is thanks to mass production, CNC machines, and let's be honest, sometimes less than great working conditions. It's kinda like every big brand now has a budget line to pull in more buyers. And now Maybach guitars, or more precise, iMusic Network, are jumping on board with two new brands, Jet and Spira Guitars. Sounds promising, right? But here's the million-dollar question. How do you make a guitar that's affordable, has a solid quality, and doesn't rack up the environmental good?
All right.
That's exactly what I wanted to figure out when the folks of Maybach sent me the S450 from Spira to check out. So here's the letdown. I'll break it down into four key areas: optics and workmanship, pickups, playability, and sustainability. Let's get into it. The body is made from a glossy roasted poplar and it's paired with a roasted maple neck. The neck has this modern D shape and 24 frets and a fancy sounding high-graded Ebony-Tech fretboard, whatever the hell that means. It's got the classic 25.5-inch scale length with a 12mm nut width, so you'd think it's built for comfort. More on that in a bit. The hardware, two humbuckers, custom made with the ceramic magnets and 12K output, and a basic tone and volume knob. Simple and effective. But now let's talk looks, okay? The shade on this thing is seriously cool in my opinion. It goes from a wine red to an anthracite with a touch of green, and you can still see the flame top underneath here. It's just like the guitar yells out, "I'm here to melt." So stupid. The headstock matches perfectly with the golden logo that ties the look really together. And here's where it stumbles a little bit. The back of the guitar, I mean, a bit of a letdown, no fade, just some random stock color. Yeah, but 350 euros, what do you expect? The tuners, while locking, feel a little bit cheap. They're fun, but I'd much rather prefer if a little extra money would be spent on branded hardware or high quality hardware, you know? Now the pickups, they're hot, like very hot, like hell hot. Don't expect a lot of dynamics here, but that's not the point of this guitar. These are built for attack. The bridge pickup is aggressive, dry and punchy, perfect for chugging and slicing through the mix, you know? And the neck pickup has a smoother, creamier tone, great for solos. But for riffing, gets a little bit too muddy. And the middle position, I'll be honest, it feels a little bit pointless. It's like, who's going to use it? I mean, it's a metal guitar. You would use it rather like this for riffing or like this for solos, right? If it were up to me, I'd replace it with a simple toggle switch somewhere over here or over here. That would make it way cooler and way more unique. Playability. Okay, here is where it gets interesting. The neck has a D shape, so it feels wide, but if your technique is solid, it's totally manageable. The controls are in a good spot, easy to reach, which isn't always the case on stretch style guitars. Even if you play like chunka chunkas, over here you're not hitting too hard the knobs down there. I really like the fixed pitch. It keeps the focus on what this guitar does. Modern metal riffs, drop tunings, and chunky power chords. Think Slipknot, Architects, Arch Enemy, basically anything where you need the lower part here or the upper part here. And this is one thing that I find really cool, is that the dots here are placed exactly where you would need them in the case for this music. But it's not all smooth sailing. The body edges are a bit sharp and the upper horn digs into the belly when you're placing down. Okay, on a strap, it feels a little bit top heavy, like the neck wants to tilt forward. Maybe moving the strap pin over here would solve that problem. But overall, this is a great guitar. It sits well on the lap, and for the purpose of this guitar, it does a great job. Spira has three versions of this guitar: the 400, 450 and the 500 series, price from 350 to 500 euros. And the main differences, mainly the looks and the finish. The actual components are the same, so the higher price feels more like an aesthetic choice. For 350, the 400 series is already a fantastic deal. It's got everything you need for heavy riffs and modern metal tones. But if you're looking for something with a little bit more wow factor, the 450 or the 500 series is a step up. The 450 series adds premium finishes like flame top or quilted tops, giving it a more polished and high appearance. The 500 series takes it even further with upgraded detailing and an extra layer of craftsmanship that you'll notice both in the looks and maybe also in the feel of the guitar. So it's not all about the looks. The higher priced models offer more refinement and individuality. If you're willing to spend a bit extra for a guitar that stands out visually and feels a little bit more special, the upgrade makes sense price-wise. Here's what I really respect. These guitars are made in Slovenia. It's still Europe, so the working conditions are hopefully a little bit better than some overseas factories. To offer something at this quality and price built in Europe, that's impressive. But Spira, if you're listening, ditch the cheap cable bags and something. Seriously, that makes the whole package feel less professional. Here's an idea: partner with a company like, I don't know, Summer Cables, toss in a voucher on the guitar for a high quality cable instead of wasting money on junk nobody uses. And everyone wins. Please do that.
Under neon skies, ghosts of hope in these tired eyes.
Overall, the Spira S450 is a solid choice for anyone looking for an affordable metal-focused guitar. It's got its quirks, but it also has a lot of potential, both in the guitars themselves and in the company's direction. I love that they're using local woods like poplar and maple. It's a smart and sustainable choice that doesn't rely on importing exotic materials from across the globe. But here's where they could take it a step further, exploring friendly fingerboard alternatives, for instance, materials like Richlite and Ebony. They're not only sustainable, but also consistent in quality, which means less waste during production. Another option could be sourcing certified FSC woods or experimenting with thermally treated local hardwoods, which are both environmentally friendly and offer unique tonal characteristics. By moving in this direction, Spira could align their guitars with modern sustainability trends and carve out a unique selling point that reflects the progressive modern vibe of their instruments. So what do you think? Would you rock the Spira S450? Let me know in the comments, and as always, catch you in the next hangout.